Hi guys, it's Tara here with Create Life Paper Words, and I am working on one of my May layouts for 2016's family album. This week that I'm working on, it was a pretty difficult week for me. This was the last week that I got to see my grandma. I spent the weekend with her in the hospital, and my sister came down, or came up, I should say, from Hawaii, and I had some cousins there as well. So it was one of those really bittersweet moments where, you get to see your family who you haven't seen for a while, and you get to visit and catch up, even though it's for sad circumstances. So it took me a while before I was actually able to start this one. And I feel like I took a bit of time off actually from doing Project Life for most of May and half of June. And once I was able actually to work on this spread, I felt that I had a renewed sense of being able to do some Project Life. And so this was a very cathartic layout that I did. So I chose the colors for this layout from that very top right hand card. It's got a lot of pinks and blushes and peach tones, and then that beautiful seafoam green in it. And I've been wanting to use this card for a while. It was from one of the Studio Calico sets that I had gotten back in March. And I just felt like it was a really happy color and a really happy card. So that's sort of what I brought in through this layout. I'm also using a couple more Studio Calico cards, mainly because the colors coordinate so well with the colors in that card up there. So I did a little bit of journaling. I had taken a bunch of pictures throughout the weekend, and it was so nice to be able to have those pictures, especially now looking back. It's just so wonderful to have those last couple pictures. So I wanted to do a bit more journaling than I had room for, so I opted to do an extra flap, so it's a flip pocket, and then so right there I'm able to get 2 more pictures in, and then I put these 2 pictures together back to back, use some double-sided tape, and then I took out this tag, and it fits just perfectly in there, and then I also punched a hole, just a half circle in that one picture, mainly so that you can actually see the tag, so it's not sticking, in or sticking out completely. So it actually worked perfectly for that, and it's just easy to pull it back out. So it's definitely a nice way to add some hidden journaling, especially because the journaling that I did put in was very personal, of course, about that weekend. So I'm using a few rub-ons. I had these extra ones from, I believe it's Amy Tangerine, and I thought they would fit pretty well. This one has Better Together, and just a lot of that kind of stuff. So especially having not seen my sister since I visited her in October, it was so wonderful to be able to see her. But I also felt like these rub-ons went really well with that theme of seeing her and my other cousins as well. So I've been using some of these labels, and I had created them myself from the Label That digital stamp set from Kelly Stamps, and I will link that in the comment section as well if you're interested. I brought the digital stamp, this label, into I believe it's the Letter Glow app, and then I actually just changed the color on it and just doubled it up a bunch of times and printed it out. So it was very easy to do, and they're a really nice size for Project Life. I feel lately no layout is complete without some watercolor on it, so I opted to do this. Again, it's a digital stamp from Kelly Stamps, so I opted to use it, and then I am just putting some watercolors on it. The idea was that I wanted it to look almost like a popsicle had dripped on it, because my daughters are eating popsicles in the picture beside it. So I just sort of dropped the watercolors onto it and then let it dry. I apologize, I missed a little bit, and that is because when I looked at the video, the light was going awful because it was starting to get a little bit darker. And so you couldn't see anything that I had done. So I just decided to forego that and then just skip right to this next part. So I love this card, but I didn't know actually what to do with it once I started working on it. So I went through my thickers and I found the one that says Life Is, and then I had another sticker set with the beautiful, and it's just a clear with black on it. I can't remember what that one is from, and so I thought that would be sort of fitting for the spread Life Is Beautiful. I'm going through that again and just seeing if I can put any of these stickers anywhere else onto my layout. I do like to have a couple spots just to keep the continuity going throughout the whole layout. I am spelling out sweet something. I can't remember actually what I'm spelling. Oh, sweet moment. Yes, that's what it was. Sweet moments. And that is a picture of my grandma and then my children and I. And that was just one of my favorite moments when I was there with them and she saw them and she was looking at them. Those kinds of moments, I'm so thankful for, phones where you can record those types of moments right away. And I'm also thankful for this amazing Project Life process, because without it, I don't know if I would have saved any of those memories that I did with my grandma and then my husband's grandpa's last year. So, yeah, just sort of finishing up this one. I can't remember what I wanted to put. I think I wanted to put outfit of the day, and then I didn't have enough room to do that. So I did OOTD, and then I couldn't find a white hashtag. So I ended up having to write it on with black. And I guess I could have written it on with my white pen, but I didn't really think of it at the time. So just a few still shots here for you so you can see what the finished and completed layout looks like. I thank you so much for watching this video, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd love for you to do that. You can also join me and follow me on Instagram as well. That is at Create Life Paper Words. And if you have any comments, I would love to hear them, so feel free to put them below. Thanks for watching.